Just west of the world-famous Las Vegas Strip, we're at the site of Super Bowl 58, Allegiant Stadium here in Las Vegas. The final 2 weeks of the regular season are upon us, and off we go on EA Sports. Now, here comes a return from the 9. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. In motion, that's the tight end, Mayer. They'll run, and here's the rookie from Notre Dame. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
We met with these coaches during the week, Mike. They told us the emphasis this week about getting the run game going early, and we see it here. Nice first play pickup, fresh set of downs.
In motion, that's the tight end, Mayer. They'll stay on the ground. He's beyond midfield to the 45. And he's going to be brought down, but not until he gets inside the 35.
There's a combination of footwork and vision, his ability to kind of weave through traffic and understand where the holes were. It's a really nice job working through some bodies and picking up a big gain.
Right back to him on first down. He'll take this ahead. It's a pickup of 3. It was Derek Barnes with the stop. Second and 7. Now this time they'll look to throw. That's caught. It's the tight end, Brock Bowers.
When you put plays like this on tape, it sends a message to every defender across the league. When you play this offense and this guy has the ball, you better bring it when you come to contact him, because if not, you're going to be on the wrong end of it.
This opening drive has been a good one, but will it continue? Here's a test on third down. He'll get that into the hands of Williams. And he's very close to a touchdown. They mark him just shy of the goal line.
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. Think back to our conversation with this coaching staff, Mike. They identified this guy as someone they needed to get involved early and often, so that might be his first target. I don't think...
And he'll just get up inside those big bodies up front, and he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. That touchdown puts him in double digits. Now 10 rushing touchdowns on the season. Daniel Carlson on to attempt the extra point. The kick is good. And the Raiders will take a 7-0 lead. Here's Carlson now. He'll kick this one off, following the touchdown on the other end. From the 6, here comes a return. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. up here, 1st and 10. Now the first carry for the Alabama speedster, Jahmyr Gibbs. And a good piece of running there. He'll get about 9 yards past the 35-yard line. A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. On play action, Goff. Now a pass deep for St. Brown. That's caught! And they will bring this into the red zone. Big connection inside the 20.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone. And this is where you have to finish drives.
They'll bring St. Brown in motion. And this defense having nothing of that. They get him down behind the line.
Great job by the defense seeing this jet sweep unfold. They're able to get right to the point of contact and take this guy down for a loss.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. Off the play fake, here's Goff. This is incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down. Let's see what this call is. You only get a 1-yard buffer from the line of scrimmage for these old linemen. That time he strayed a little too far, and it draws the flag. Goff gives it to Gibbs.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
They'll come up to 3rd and 3. Now Goff. He's got his man. Right side. It's complete. And he's in. Touchdown, Detroit. That touchdown. Number 11 on the year. And he continues to be a focal point of this offense. Now 10 touchdown catches for him on the year. Bates, good, with the extra point. And the Lions come right back to tie it at 7. Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That's caught left side by Bowers. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and That was a good one there.
And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. He'll drop to throw. And that's going to wind up incomplete. Pressure certainly impacted the quarterback there. Couldn't get his arm all the way through. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
There's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
After back-to-back incompletions, they now face 3rd down and 10. He'll look to throw. He'll swing this one out wide to his running back.
You can see the eyes of the quarterback. He's trying to push this ball initially downfield, but with the defense doing a good job keeping a lid on the coverage, he's forced to check this ball down to the shallow route. But this is something that they know in the future. If I need a couple yards, they can come back to this play.
And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback, and will come out to the 20-yard line. They'll start this one on the ground with Gibbs. And they'll mark him down just shy of the 40.
And a nice pickup there by the back with an explosive run play. And it's important to point out, Mike, this offensive play caller, he's still working off that opening script. It doesn't necessarily have to just be the first possession. Using formations, using run game and pass. Unmask the defense and understand where to take the play calling as the game unfolds.
So, from the 39, they come up on 1st and 10. Once again, it's Gibbs. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. If he gets a yard out of that one, it's 2nd down. Now, Goff. Throwing right, it's taken in. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
This is clinic tape for any young wide receiver out there watching this guy run routes. He has the defender thinking everything is a go ball. Attack him vertically, and then when you get to your route depth, you stick that foot in the ground, you break in, balls on time, results in a nice 1st down pickup.
They'll run with Gibbs. And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. They're going to run out of the gun with Gibbs. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
This offense has to be thrilled, Mike, with the success they've had here on the ground in this opening quarter. Now as the rest of the game unfolds, everything in the game plan continues to open up.
Here's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Goff. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. From the gun, here's Gibbs. And he will work his way to the 11-yard line. Good running and a 1st down.
It's a game of 6. 1st down, Detroit.
Out of the shotgun, it's Goff. To the outside, that's St. Brown. And he'll be taken down. And that's going to do it. That's the last play of the 1st quarter. Here's a handoff to Gibbs. And he'll take this ahead for a gain of about 5. And here comes 3rd down. Throwing here is Goff. That's to the end zone, but they can't connect. It's incomplete. Amon-Ra St. Brown, the receiver he was trying to target. And it's going to be 4th down.
They went for it all on that one and just a little bit off. Ball winds up hitting the ground. They've got to move forward. The opportunities are out there. Better execution, better location, and they got some big plays in their future. It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
Now return coming from the 7. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. Set to go now on 1st and 10. His drive will start on the ground. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
What makes great linebackers stand out from the pack is their instincts and their vision. In this case, the linebacker has his keys, brings him right where the ball is going, and he's able to make a play at the point of attack and keep this to a no gain.
Working free downfield, it is Williams. And he's down inside the 40-yard line.
Those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. And you can see pre-snap, the quarterback loved his matchup. He allowed his receiver to work downfield. Perfect throw, and now sets them up to try to see if they can finish this drive off with some points.
And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
Just watch the speed of the pursuit out of this safety on this tackle, Mike. His ability to play from depth and attack the line of scrimmage and meet that ball carrier in the hole and keep him to no gain. You don't see a lot of safeties able to make that tackle in the open field. That's pretty impressive.
Now they'll set up to throw. That's a short one, caught by Bowers. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes, and there is a lot of room to operate.
Throwing it right into the hands of his running back, and he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas.
We all make such a big deal, Mike, when we see a quarterback go through his progression and deliver a deep downfield strike for a touchdown. But sometimes, just take what's easy, the easy pitch and catch, get an underneath completion. That's exactly what the quarterback does here, takes what the defense gives them, and you have a playmaker like that on the outside, they can do the rest with their feet after the catch, and the end result is still a touchdown.
Carlson's kick is good. And the Raiders are on top. It's 14-10. Here's Carlson now. He'll kick this one off, following the touchdown on the other end. This one taken at the 7. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. First and 10. On the ground to start, they give it to Gibbs. And he'll manage to get to the 33. Damone Clark there to get him down. Here's 2nd and 6. They'll go play action with Goff. They go sideline, and he stays in bounds. Got the time. It's a first down. First down. Goff to throw. That pass caught right side by Tony.
The receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is.
Straight ahead with Gibbs.
It's possible they could have tried to be a little bit more aggressive on 2nd down, knowing they had 3rd and inches in their back pocket. But I don't think anyone's going to complain. Pick up the first down, extend the drive, see if you can go score.
Here's a give to Gibbs on the zone read. Not much happening there, just a short gain. Here's a 2nd and 9. Here's Gibbs. And he nearly got free. But as it is, gain of 6, and it sets up 3rd down. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. Athletic training staff's going to take a look, but this is a problem late in the season. Now a 3rd and 2. Now they'll pitch it out here. And the Lions are going to be set up with a 1st and goal, as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 3.
A huge advantage to red zone offense is the ability to run the ball. In this case, I thought he was going to score. He takes it all the way down inside the 2, sets up 1st and goal.
Two yards from 6 points. It is 1st down and goal. Throwing, Goff. That's to the end zone, but it's incomplete. He was looking for T.J. Hockenson on that one. And it'll lead to a 2nd and goal.
That was a perfectly timed hit, and I think it actually saved 6 points, Mike. He got there just as the ball did, and I think it was the contact that separated him from the ball.
They'll run with Gibbs. Trying to push the pile forward. He didn't even get to the 1-yard line. They stop him short. No gain.
The thing that stands out to me about this defense, Mike, is they just make you earn everything. They don't concede any downs. You see it here on this last play. Great job here. No gain. Forced 3rd down.
Once more from the 2. 3rd and goal. They'll let the fullback try to push the pile. And that big offensive line, clearing space. He's in. Touchdown, Lions. They're out there to block most of the time, but Greg, great reward for the fullback to carry it in for the touchdown.
Not every team in the league even carries a fullback, but man, if you have one on your roster, Mike, not many better places to use them than down here on the goal line.
Bates, good, with the extra point. And the Lions move out to a 3-point edge, 17-14. So after the touchdown, it's Bates to kick this one away. Now return coming from the 7. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. Catch is made. That is Williams. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple. Second down and 8. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. That's caught by Bowers. He's taken down just shy of midfield.
Now this is the epitome of a really short throw and a really nice run after catch. And listen, for a quarterback, it all counts the same. You don't always have to throw the ball downfield to generate explosive plays, and these drag routes can be very, very effective.
Throwing now on 1st and 10. He'll let this one go long for Williams. And he will go all the way. Jameson Williams. Touchdown, Vegas. A beautiful combination in the air there. The pass downfield and bringing it the rest of the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And it's really just a great route, Mike, and then a beautiful throw. The accuracy of the throw is what allowed the receiver not only to secure the catch, but then be able to turn it up and finish the play and find himself in the end zone.
Here's Carlson now. He'll kick this one off following the touchdown on the other end. This will be returned from the 6. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. On play action, Goff. A throw left side, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. A run up the middle, it's Gibbs. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackle behind the line, it's a loss of 1.
This is what every defense in the league is shooting for, Mike. Negative plays. That's how you kill drives. Force teams to play from behind the sticks. Great job here, taking them down for a loss.
From the gun, on 3rd down, it's Goff. He's going to take a shot down the field. And that is incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, like living in these 3rd and long situations. Must pass is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
And he looks up, and he's taken down right away. Maybe fortunate just to hold on to the ball as he was tackled immediately after hauling that one in.
Say don't play with me, but I still gamble with it.
Back to throw here to begin the drop. He'll get this out to his running back.
Great example of 1st down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly 2nd down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
So, 2 minutes to play in a back-and-forth first half. We'll return to Las Vegas after this. 2nd down and 3. They'll look to throw. That's to the right side and caught by balance. His 5th catch of the afternoon. Good for a 1st down.
So the hope is when you call these underneath drag routes, you're trying to have your tight end come out the backside of the defense in space. So when you put the ball on him early, it leads to big yards after the catch. In this case, they don't get the real big play they were hoping for, but they'll definitely take it. We've seen this trend throughout the league, Mike. Offensively, everyone wants to have depth at the running back position. Yeah, it's great to have one guy, but if you could have 2 or 3 that could all come in and contribute on the ground, that's the goal, and we're seeing it here.
From the 39, here's a 1st and 10.
Here we go, son.
In motion, that's the tight end, Mayer. Up the middle they go. And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 1.
The first carry for the Spartans, Kenneth Walker. Finding space at the 15. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Kenneth Walker. Touchdown, Raiders.
When you start talking about the qualities of a top-tier back in the NFL, Mike, we all talk about size, speed, the ability to keep your feet, the ability to have balance at contact. But the part we don't talk enough about is patience, understanding the blocking scheme, the timing, when to hit the hole, as much as what hole to hit. And I think you get a great example of what that looks like when it all comes together. He takes advantage of the scheme, and next thing you know, he hits his head on the goalpost.
Here's Carlson now. He'll kick this one off, following the touchdown on the other end. He'll start at the 4. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. Following the kickoff, we have an injured player on the field. Athletic training staff's going to take a look, but this is a problem late in the season. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. They'll bring St. Brown in motion. He's going to air this one out. That'll be batted away. Incomplete. Coverage very strong defensively. It's second down.
The biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. And sometimes he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. The question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
A second down throw for Goff. To the right side, that's St. Brown. That's his third catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
And this is why most teams, Mike, decide to take the ball first after the halftime break, because they want to be able to control this middle 4. At the end of the first half, you can use your timeouts, you can use some strategy to steal an extra possession. If they're able now to go down and come away with points, they'll have a chance to double it up again right after the halftime break. Just seems like another case of predetermining where the quarterback is going to go with the ball. He had a lot of good route options on that last concept. I think if he just remains a little bit more patient, read the play out, let it unfold, will lead to some easier and better completions.
A run here with Gibbs. And he will get forward for about 5 yards. That sets up third down. Now Goff. That pass caught by Amon-Ra. And great determination as he gets forward and picks up the first down.
This is a great example here of just not getting too complicated as an offensive coordinator. Who's one of your best players on the field, and how do you get the ball in his hands?
On first down, it's Goff. A throw left side there, not going to find the target. Incomplete.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on first down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the first down here? Or is the idea to just make third down manageable and take your chances picking up a key third down?
He's going to let this one go deep. That one knocked away. It is incomplete. Very good job defensively, stayed right with him, and will bring up third down.
We've already seen these two guys connect for a touchdown in this game, and had they been on the same page there, I think they would have been able to add to that total. Unfortunately for them, just a little bit off, and it falls incomplete.
Off the play fake, here's Goff. In trouble, and he's going to be taken down. Maxx Crosby, motor always running, gets there for the sack.
outside of a turnover, this was probably the worst-case scenario. Immediate pressure in his face with nowhere to go with the ball downfield. Just get the ball out of your hand. Live to play another down. Instead, he retreats backwards and leads to a massive loss.
So, we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we send you to our studios in Orlando. Here's Jonathan Coachman with EA Sports. Halftime report. It's all yours, Coach. Coach, thank you. Not a rest at the break for the defensive coordinators, trying to figure out how to stop these offenses as we get ready for the second half. Pretty interesting first half. We'll see if any strategy changes for the next 30 minutes or more as this second half gets underway. And they'll get this up past the 20. That's where they'll set up shop. This drive starts at the 21. It's 1st and 10. Now a give to Gibbs, running right. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4. Here's a 2nd and 6. On the ground, this is Gibbs. And he's going to get this to the 37-yard line.
And he continues to carry the ball well. Another nice one here. But as they find themselves continuing to trail here in the second half, the opposing team's defense is not really concerned about the run game. They need to find a way to use the pass to get the lead and then go back to this run game to close the game out.
Comeback route, and he's got it. And he is out of bounds, but not until he's inside the 40-yard line. Not just a first down, but reception number 70 on the season. Goff gives it to Gibbs. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there.
When you can get this level of run support out of your secondary, Mike, man, what an advantage for any defense. This defensive back clearly reads run, gets off his block, and he's able to take down the back for a loss of yards.
Throwing on 2nd down. Goff. That one taken in by St. Brown. And he will finally be taken down inside the 10-yard line.
And this offense is now really on the move, Mike, and it's the passing game that's leading the way. They've been able to march their way downfield thanks to this aerial attack, so don't expect them to go to the ground game anytime soon. If I'm this play caller, I'm continuing to lead on this, not only in this drive, but probably for the rest of this game.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. It's 1st and goal now from just inside the 10-yard line. Here's Gibbs. He'll get a yard or 2 to the 8. 2nd and goal. Now here's 2nd and goal. Out of the shotgun, it's Goff. To the end zone there, but it is incomplete. He was looking for Jahmyr Gibbs out of the backfield. And now 3rd and goal coming up.
You can just see the reaction on the sideline. This defense thought they had themselves a critical stop. The mantra down here for all defensive coordinators, Mike, is takeaways, field goals. That's what you're trying to do, and, man, they were this close to coming away with a huge takeaway.
Throwing here on 3rd and goal. And that is incomplete.
They couldn't quite connect there on that short pass, Mike. I just think it's worth reminding everyone how different the concepts are down here in the red zone than what the rest of the game plan calls for in the normal part of the field.
Out comes Jake Bates to try a field goal here. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Lions are able to get it back within a score.
Yeah, he does a nice job handling that kick there, but I think offensively, you come back to the sideline and you're thinking, we have to find a way to finish these drives. I mean, to be in 1st and goal and settle for 3, that can be very deflating for an offense settling for too many field goals.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10.
Let's go.
On the ground, it's Walker to start the drive. And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 7 and 5.
They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Back to throw. That's caught. Trey Palmer. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield.
And this is where the speed of your inside receivers are so critical. He lines up in the right slot. But, Mike, look how far he covers to where he ended up receiving that ball. You can't have all day. Those defensive linemen, they are coming after your quarterback. So the speed in the slot is critical. That's a great example why.
Now they'll set up to throw. Throwing left side, and it's taken in by Williams.
Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and so far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation.
Owned back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And he's fighting and trying to get back to the line of scrimmage, but will not do it. This is going to be a loss of a yard.
The offense thinks that they can just kind of plow this one up there in the middle and keep the chains moving, but not on this defense. Not only do they not pick up the 1st down, but after suffering that loss, now they've got some decisions to make on 3rd down.
3rd and a yard. A tight end in motion now. They'll try and throw for it on 3rd and 1. A pickup of 14 on that one. 1st down, Vegas.
And what really stands out about this drive is the ability of the quarterback to really spread the ball around to multiple targets. It puts so much pressure on the defense, deciding who do they want to account for, because no matter who they try to take away, quarterback's doing a nice job of finding the open man.
And the defense all over this one. They knock him down. It'll go down as a loss of 2.
The speed and the get-off by the big interior defensive tackle, Mike, I mean, he got through there so fast, he almost took the handoff himself.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. He'll drop to throw. He's got the Golden Domer. That's Michael Mayer. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down. He'll look to throw. He connects with Palmer on that one. And he's going to be taken down short of the marker, and that is going to set up an interesting fourth down decision.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect. And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
Back out is Carlson following the made field goal. And he sends this kickoff away. This is going to be taken in at the 3. And he will only be able to muster the 20-yard line on that return. So they come to the line for first down and 10. They'll start this one on the ground with Gibbs. And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards. On second down, Goff. And a good effort there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Linebackers in general have the reputation of being very instinctive players, and I think we saw it there on that last pass breakup. The ability to diagnose and read the play almost before it even starts. It allows them to be in the right spot at the right time and allows them to make the play.
Got to get it to the 30. Here comes third down. Goff. And that is incomplete.
The most important stat, Mike, to determine wins and losses in the NFL is clearly turnover differential. Your ability to protect the ball and on defense, take the ball away. And for any offense, that's even more critical when you have the ball on your side of the field.
Fair catch will be taken here. It is right at the 40-yard line.
At their own 41-yard line.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He'll air one out for Palmer. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line.
They certainly wasted no time trying to take advantage of that great field position, and I love it. So often we see teams either in sudden change or when they have a shorter field to go, they want to strike early. There is such a correlation in the NFL, Mike, between explosive plays and your ability to end drives with points.
And he's going to be taken down.
It's too early at this point, Mike, to really start thinking about the clock. You definitely don't want to go into a shell. But now this is the point in the game where having a good ground game really starts to take over. You throw to get the lead, but man, once you get it, that ground game, that's what finishes the game off.
A run on first and goal. A short game, down to the 7.
He's tackled at the 7-yard line. Pick number 2 brings up second and goal.
So we'll take it to the other end as we are through 3. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 7 for 2nd and goal. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. Rush comes. They're setting up the screen. To the pylon. He's in. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Greg, that's one of those scores where it's not completely over, but it's getting to be about that time.
Yeah, Mike, I just think they're entering miracle stage right now, and I just don't think there's any coming back from this deficit.
Carlson now for the extra point. And he misses the extra point. It's no good. That is his 2nd miss of the year, and the score stays right where it is.
Daniel Carlson to kick off for Las Vegas.
Here's Carlson now. He'll kick this one off following the touchdown on the other end. A return now from the 4. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. Here's 1st and 10. They hand it to Gibbs. A modest gain. Maybe 2 yards. It's 2nd down.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
Once again, it's Gibbs. And they'll mark him down just shy of the 40. So from the 39, they come up on 1st and 10. The Lions call their first timeout. Goff to throw on 1st down. Down the field, he's got St. Brown. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
And he's just a couple short of a touchdown. We'll mark him out at the 2-yard line. It is a big play there for the Lions. An even 40 yards. Well, a chance to get right back in it here. 1st down and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he'll go down back at the 4.
Great job by that linebacker timing his blitz. He didn't give any indication to the offense that he was coming. And he's able to get through that hole and take the ball carrier down for a loss.
Now back at the 4 for 2nd and goal. To throw is Goff. And he'll take it on in. T.J. Hawkinson. Touchdown, Detroit. Well, Greg, the light's still on way down at the end of the tunnel here. They are climbing back into this one with that touchdown here in the 4th quarter.
And they have a tall task ahead of them, Mike, but they have a chance. I mean, we've seen stranger things happen. They got a 2-possession game here late. They're going to need a couple stops, and they're going to need a couple things to bounce their way.
And he will bring it in for the 2-point conversion, cutting into that lead from 11, now down to 9. So after the touchdown, it's Bates to kick this one away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. First and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. That ball flutters to the ground. It's incomplete. Well, fortunate there wasn't a defender right there in the area. Could have been a turnover. Instead, it brings up second down. They'll look to throw. This one complete to Palmer. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line.
An interesting decision there by the play caller to put this ball in the air. Mike, you're up by 2 scores. Traditional wisdom says, hey, we're up by 2 scores late in the fourth quarter. We've got to keep this clock moving. You don't want to risk an incompletion. Now, they convert. They're able to secure the catch and pick up a fresh set of downs. That's going to enable them to continue to burn more clock. And without a stop, their opponent's not going to get the ball back.
Here's Walker. He'll be brought down after a short pickup to the 45.
He was brought down at the 45-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. They'll throw out of the gun. He'll throw it left and has his running back. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
So often we see a team that's milking a 2-score lead get very conservative, especially in the fourth quarter, but not this coach. He says, all right, I might have a 2-score lead. I want to make it 3. He's trying to put as much pressure on his opponent possible here down the stretch late.
He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard.
At this stage in the fourth quarter, great job by the defense, understanding exactly what the offense is trying to do. They're trying to bleed the clock, shorten the game. They completely sold out to stop the run, able to take them down for a loss.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. That's to the right side and caught by Bowers. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15.
It's not a coincidence, Mike, that the best offenses in the NFL are all excellent at yards after the catch. It's a combination of a few things. A highly accurate quarterback and the ability of the scheme to get open players in open space. Once you do that, the rest is up to them.
They're going to motion the tight end over here. They'll turn and hand this one off. And he'll get forward for a couple. It's 2nd down. Now Detroit's going to use their 2nd timeout.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. The ball comes out. And fortunately, this is going to get out of bounds, so possession does not change hands.
Trust me, Mike, I've been there. You're this close to the goal line. You're thinking you're going to score, and it's going to be 6. You're fighting, you're clawing, but you can't lose the ball. Everything has to be about protecting the football. Your heart drops when that ball slips out of your hands, and in this case, kind of dodges a bullet as this one goes harmlessly out of bounds.
That's caught. It's Kenneth Walker. And they were hoping for a little more on that one. Brought down well short of the first. So it'll bring up 4th down. On now, Daniel Carlson to try the field goal. This, about as short as you can get. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Raiders will extend their lead.
So anytime an offense comes off the field after settling for 3, you always have to take the good with the bad. In order to get down there in field goal range, you had to do something positive to move the ball. But at the same time, how are we going to be able to finish these drives and convert for 6 the next time we get down there?
Across the 20, they'll mark them down before the 25-yard line. That's where the offense will take over. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. On play action, Goff. Got a man open downfield on the crossing route. And he'll be taken down up past the 40-yard line. And this will not be a spike. He faked it. And that is incomplete. A little trickery with the fake spike, but it does not pan out.
Some shades of Dan Marino in that vintage play of the fake spike touchdown, but in this case, wasn't nearly as deceptive and wasn't nearly as productive.
Over the middle, that's the tight end Hockenson. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
This hasn't been his best game by any means, but what I really like, Mike, is regardless of the score, regardless of the time of the game, he is out there battling. He's doing everything in his power to chip away and see if he can get his team back in this game here in the 4th quarter. You've got to find a way to capitalize in this drive. Continue to cut into that deficit. Every possession is critical. Take advantage when you have the ball.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Goff. To the sideline, taken in by Tony. That is catch number 60 for the season.
Really nice throw there. The ability to throw the ball out on the perimeter. Yes, arm strength and all of that, but it's also timing. The timing of the route. When is that wide receiver coming out of his break to deliver that ball accurately as his head comes around? If the ball's thrown too early, the receiver's not ready. If the ball's thrown too late, that's when disaster strikes. And this is where the versatility of the tight end position really starts coming into play. Not only do they have to line up with their hand on the ground, but they can occasionally split out in the slot. And man, they're too fast for linebackers, and a lot of times they're too big for defensive backs.
Straight ahead with Gibbs. And the Lions are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Wow, this is the advantage to having a really effective passing game, Mike, as the defense now tries to adjust to stopping you through the air. It's a lot easier to mix it up and run the ball. There's a lot less defenders in there trying to stop it.
Now, 1st and goal. Out of the shotgun, it's Goff. And he will score! Game on! Kadarius Toney! Touchdown, Lions! Greg, they are pecking away at this one now. Very big touchdown. Gets them right within reach of pulling this comeback off.
Well, Mike, at the very least, they've given themselves a chance, but can they get a stop and get the ball back again for a chance to go down and really make this one interesting?
Next to score, Raiders 40, Lions 35.
So time here for the onside kick just in front of the 2-minute warning. The kickoff unit is out there, and they'll send this one away. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. unbalanced look here to the right side on 1st and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drive. That's a short one, caught by Bowers. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. Now a handoff, running right. He'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
Defensive coaches preach every day, Mike, swarm to the ball. Get as many hats to the ball carrier as possible. And this is a great reason why. The ball carrier is able to make the first guy miss, but it was the pursuit from the rest of the defense that's able to get him down and keep him to no gain.
They'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. They'll drop to throw. They try to set up the screen, but this one doomed from the start. It's incomplete.
And up until this point, this has been an incredibly efficient game from this quarterback. I mean, it's hard to think. Here we are in the second half, and that's only his 2nd incomplete pass. So finally, the defense is able to do something to disrupt his timing and finally try to get him out of this groove.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. A quick throw that's complete on the slant. First time they've looked his way all game long. He comes through with the grab and a 1st down.
And that 1st down should all but do it, Mike. With only 1 remaining timeout, the defense just can't stop the clock enough. Got to imagine it's victory formation, and we're a couple kneels away from this game being over.
Victory formation here as he's down to a knee. So the Black Hole celebrates. It's a win for the Raiders. And it is their 3rd consecutive victory. They continue to play great football here in this latest stretch. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olsen and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. The Black Hole celebrates. The Raiders, winners here. We'll see if there are other winners outside. So long from Vegas.
Raiders.